Hello. Today I want to talk to you about another soft skill or quality that I think is important now in this really strange period we continue to be in. We're now, 5 or more weeks into this? And we certainly have 5 or more weeks before we are on the other side of it in the most acute aspects of it. But it's going to be a while. And so we need to maintain our calmness as much as we can, maintain our focus. And for you, those of you who are in important, highly visible leadership positions, you have to model the kinds of behaviors that give the people that you lead confidence, some level of comfort, some level of understanding that you feel what they're going through and are dealing with it for yourselves and also trying to help them. But the quality specifically, or the soft skill I want to talk to you about today, is the quality of being adaptable. Also, another word for adaptable is versatile. But I want to focus on the adapting element of it. So here's an example. I'm an example right now. As I'm sitting here with you, this is the fourth week that I have prepared these short videos to just talk to you personally, share some thoughts with you based on what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing in conversation that I'm having, things that I'm reading, things that I'm viewing, etc. And if you've looked at the previous 3 videos, and if you haven't, maybe this will be a reason you might want to go back and click on all of them and take a look at them. They're only about 6 minutes in length each. In the first one, I didn't do a good job of looking into the camera because I wasn't adapting to the different mode of interacting. In the second week, I did a better job looking into the camera. And in the third week, the lighting was the worst of the first 3. And one of my friends called me and said, the video was good. I mean, I like what you had to say, but you looked awful. Are you okay? And I responded, of course, that I was okay, and it probably was the lighting. So hopefully, again, if you viewed one or more of the previous videos, I'm continuing to adapt. I'm doing a better job of looking into the camera as I talk to you. I'm using my voice even a little bit better. I hope you'll detect that. And I took care of the lighting problem, so you can see me clearly, not see me as in shadows. So that's a kind of a simple, low-level example of adapting. Adapting to a new, what will continue to be a staple method of communicating with people. We're all doing it. Any person viewing this little video of mine, I can almost guarantee you that you've been in or organized yourself, Zoom or WebEx or Skype calls to deal with basic management topics, staff meetings, project status meetings, planning meetings, or just weekly meetings to have your direct reports in front of you and for you to be in front of them in our little boxes, just to put the face with the voice, just to try to add a little bit more of a personal touch to the communication. It's not as good as in person. If any of you have heard me talk before, you know that one of my big thoughts is, there's a couple. One is about the importance of communication as a core competency in dealing with people, and most importantly, how it connects and how vital it is to building relationships with people in your life, in your business life, in your personal life. And I've said in the past, up until COVID-19 arrived, that you do that one person at a time in terms of building that relationship by communicating with them. And a primary, vital method of communicating is personal, in-person, one-to-one communication. Well, here we are. And here we will be. This way of communicating. Now, I'm just talking to you in this communication. You're not feeding back to me. I look forward to having those kind of conversations with folks. And in fact, when you read the email that I send this video out with, you'll see that I've given you a link to my schedule. And if you want to get on the phone and just talk about some of the things that I've said, share some thoughts with me, ask questions, just have somebody else to talk to, just click on there, pick a time, and I'll confirm it to you with the Zoom meeting setup, and we can do some of this talking back and forth. But so this is about adapting. But there are many other things that we have to adapt or be willing to be versatile about. Again, things are changing. They're going to continue to change. We don't know how this is all going to look on the other side of it, but we know that a bunch of things will remain as different as they feel right now, and the only difference will be that we'll become accustomed to them. Again, that simple example, the handshake. Again, when we get back into moving around and we're starting to pay more attention to the people as we encounter them, notwithstanding things like social distancing, which is going to be around for a while as one issue, and also the possibility, and this may vary state by state, area by area, but in general, if we can't have adequate social distance as a given as we move around outside our homes when we're doing that, then we're going to be wearing masks on our face. And that's going to add a whole nother dimension to how we interact with each other. The eyes are very important, and everybody knows that. I've talked about it in many of my talks. Being able to look someone in the eye. They say one of the phrases is the eye is the window to the soul. Well, there's probably a fair amount of truth in that, because you can tell a lot by looking into somebody's eyes. Not that stare, but just looking into their eyes. So you still have that, but you can't see the rest of the expression on their face. You can't see if they're saying something and there's a little bit of a smile on their face. You can't see if they're saying something and there's a little bit of nervousness or uneasiness in terms of what they're saying, because you can't get the whole picture. So we need to adapt to that. And if we can do that, then we're going to be able to pick up as we begin to re-engage in the same space with people in our lives, particularly in our business life, our customers, those very important people we call customers. We'll be able to work through all that. And if we've done a good job through this period of maintaining contact with them, of demonstrating through that contact that we care about them, then we're going to be in good shape on the other side of this with our customers. Hopefully we'll be in as good a shape with our family and our friends as well, even though we've been able to have some of them around us if they live with us. But then others, we have to visit them through windows, as we've seen on TV. There's so many poignant images of individuals seeing each other from one side or the other of a pane of glass. So my message for today is about being adaptable. It's a soft skill. It's a quality that we need to possess. If it's something that we self-assess in an honest way that we're not comfortable with, then we're going to have to work harder at it, because it's going to be really, really important. So that's my message for today. Stay safe, and remember what I always say, and that is that soft skills matter. They matter more now than ever.